To the Mix Afternoon Drive, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. You'll find them I-75 exit 20 or anytime at cleveland-nissan.com. Thanks so much again for watching. Now we're live on mixtv.tv as well. Besides the radio, got a couple of gentlemen that I'm very honored to have in our studio this afternoon. We're going to talk about a fall festival and a veterans benefit coming up starting on Friday in our community. And to welcome in these gentlemen, we're going to introduce them from the American Legion Post 81. We got Dwight Woodcock is here, and also from the American Legion Department of Tennessee, Laney Culver is here. So good afternoon, gentlemen. How are both of y'all doing today?
That's great.
Very well.
Thanks so much for coming in. This is something we're very excited to be able to spotlight with you gentlemen. And Dwight, I believe we're going to come over to you first. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys formally introduce yourselves to our listening and watching audience. Dwight, we'll start with you, then we'll come over to Laney.
Well, thank you so much. My name is Dwight Woodcock. I'm the adjutant at Post 81 here in Cleveland. As adjutant, I just kind of move all the moving pictures, or all the moving pieces. And this is our state commander, Laney.
Laney Culver, and I am the state commander for Tennessee. I have over 160 local posts and about 24,000 members.
Wow. Tell me, Laney, what is the main purpose of what you guys do on a regular basis before we get into the fundraising efforts we got here?
Well, we advocate for veterans. We're the largest veteran support group in the country. We have almost 2 million members, and with our entire Legion family of sons and auxiliary, over 2.5 million members. So, you know, we're a big influence on Congress, and we support veterans and their families and their children all the time. We have a big campaign that we're doing right now for the next couple of years. It's called Be the One. And what we want you to do is be the one to save a veteran or anybody from suicide. You know, everyone knows about calling 911 when you have an emergency.
Sure.
But for years, they had a toll-free number to call for a suicide hotline of 1-800-273-8255. You can't remember that in a crisis. So now a new number is rolled out nationwide for a suicide hotline. It's called 988. And if you're a veteran, after you get 988, you push 1. And you'll get a veteran counselor that knows where you're coming from that can talk to you and help you. So that's a big push that we're doing, 988. And somebody out there in Cleveland, in this area, if you hear this, try to be the one to save someone from suicide. And remember, 988.
We appreciate that, Commander. Again, we appreciate these gentlemen coming by to give us the information. We're going to talk about an event coming up in just a few minutes. Commander, would we be surprised, you know, we hear about a suicide from people that's been in the service. Would we be surprised at the number?
Yeah, you know, for years they were saying 22 a day, and then they said 23 a day. Then somebody says 17 a day. 17 a day is an awful lot.
Way
now,
too
course,
many.
You know, that's across the entire country. But in the little town I live in West Tennessee, Lexington, we had one this week, a veteran suicide, you know, and any number is too many, you know, and it's not just for veterans. The 988 is for everybody. You have a lot of people, young people, they're confused and have gender problems and girlfriend and boyfriend problems, and they think it's the end of the world and they kill themselves. We want everyone to know that number, 988, for anybody that's in a crisis. If you have a child or a friend or anybody that's acting unusual, be sure that you tell them about 988 and try to get them someone to help them through their situation. So please be the one to save somebody from suicide.
And you mentioned, just to tag on to what you said, you press 1 if you are a veteran.
Yeah, once you get through, you press 1 for veteran because, you know, we were the ones really that were pushing getting this thing done.
Sure.
And we've been advocating it forever. And it's only come out in the last few months. So it's a big push for us. We're trying to get the word out everywhere we go. I spoke about it a little bit on the morning drive this morning with Yvette, you know, and the newspaper earlier. But it's a big push. It's something we just know has got to be done, and we know it's saving lives now.
Yes, sir.
We know it is, and we want you to save somebody also by being the one to tell them to get on 988 and get some help.
Thanks, Commander. We appreciate that information. We'll circle back around in just a minute and get back to that. But we're going to come over to Dwight right now. Dwight, let's talk about this Fall Festival and Veterans Benefits. It's a 3-day event.
It is
It's too big to do in one day, so we got to spread it out to 3, right?
Absolutely. We're going to open up at 9 in the morning till 11 o'clock each evening. That's Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, noon to 9 o'clock. We've got a band contest going on. As you look at our post, to the left is where the bands are going to be. To the right, going towards the DMV, that's where all the bouncy houses will be, a haunted house, a nice family activity for everybody. To piggyback on what the commander said, nobody knows a veteran more than another veteran.
Sure.
So when I say a change in personality, it's my responsibility to say, hey, Lanny, are you okay? And vice versa. That's how we help each other.
Good stuff.
With regards to this thing we got going on in the immediate future, Ronnie Carroll was a Legionnaire at our post. Regrettably, he passed in April of this year. I remember when he would put some of this stuff down on paper, it was an idea. Doug Perry, our chairman, has put feet to this idea, and I could not be more excited for the community and those reaching back to us.
Again, it's Post 81 of the American Legion, located just right down the road from us here at 227 James Ashbury Drive Northwest. The Fall Festival will be on that campus.
It will be.
For those 3 days that we mentioned, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 11?
11 p.m.
11 p.m., 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Absolutely, 14-hour days. Yes,
14-hour days. Nothing new for you guys, I'm sure. And then on Sunday, it's going to be from noon
to 9.
To 9. Okay,
yes,
so we got that out there. And some of you got a flyer here, very decorative flyer. Yeah. It says that you're going to have bounce houses, as you mentioned, cakewalk. That's always fun. Door prizes. There'll be an auction there. One thing that I'm looking at here that I need some explanation.
Okay.
If you don't mind, Dwight. What's the hot seat prize giveaway?
That I'm not sure of.
It's a secret, huh?
It's a secret to you and I. I'm not sure what that is. But here's something fun that's not on that flyer as well. Those who are familiar with Batman, the Batman car will be at the post on Saturday.
So the Batmobile is going to be there.
We'll be there.
Wow, that's worth people come out just getting pictures for that.
Absolutely.
Now, how can we help out with this? When we say veterans benefit, I guess some of these things will have a charge to them, and that's how we're going to be able to get some funding.
Some of that will be you can buy tickets. So many tickets will give you so many dollars to give you so many tickets for the bouncy houses and those type of things.
Gotcha.
And we appreciate the support of the community. Now, once this is all done, whatever revenues are made from this, we're going to give out first to our local community. For example, the Bradley County Veterans Home.
Yes.
It's about to open. It's 90% done. It will seat 108 veterans. So we're looking at that fund. Our community colleges here is Lee and Cleveland community.
Yeah.
Like to get involved in their baseball. We have an oratorical contest coming up in January of
2023?
2023.
Right.
Up to $26,000 for a scholarship.
Wow.
So we want to get the kids involved so we can put some money in people's pocket. I don't care if you're from Cleveland or if you're from Hickson or Chattanooga. I want to give that award to someone in Southeast Tennessee to celebrate us as a community.
Good stuff. Again, these gentlemen are here talking about the Fall Festival and the Veterans Benefit on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You come, you purchase some tickets, and then they can play in some of the games that you have there. You're going to have a hayride, it looks like.
We will.
We're also going to have plenty of food. It looks like there's all kinds of food. Caramel apples will be there, all kinds of food, cakewalk, door prizes. There'll be an auction, and, of course, live music.
Right. And now at Chattanooga, we got some Army Reserve folks coming up tomorrow to set up some 2 GP mediums. They're very large tents, and we're going to turn it into a haunted house for our younger crowd to make it fun, festive, but respectable, but where you can take your kids and you know everything's okay.
Yes, sir. You got that right. Tell me about this cornhole tournament. So we're going to have a cornhole tournament as well, right?
We are, and I'm not as good at that cornhole thing as I wish I'd be, because it appears that you could have a tractor trailer and I could miss it with both doors wide open. But I'm trying to curve my play. But I will get into it just to see what happens. And
I'm sure we'll see lots of veterans and stuff in and out throughout the 3-day event.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't care what branch he was in. I don't care about your nationality. I'm interested in the veteran, helping real veterans in real time. That's what we do.
You know, and the admission is free to the event, and it's open to the public. We want everybody in the community that has time to come up and check it out and enjoy it. And you can look around in the post and meet some of the veterans. And if you're a veteran or a family member of a veteran, we'd like you to join our family also.
Good deal. So again, this is free. What you're doing is buying some tickets that will help just do some of the family fun things that's going to be there.
Exactly.
And that's how some of the funds will be raised. Of course, if you just want to make a monetary donation while you're there hanging out, you can do that as well. It'll be much appreciated. I guarantee it will be. Again, this is going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the post there at 227. I was going to do 227 James Ashbury Drive. That's, I guess, the best way to say it, beside the DMV there, and then also behind the old Denny's.
Exactly.
Is kind of the best way for people to remember where we're talking about,
so
correct?
If you're looking at the DMV, if you're familiar with that, behind the DMV, from there all the way to the interstate, that's all of our property. All that will be filled up with some sort of activity. Also, that morning, we're going to be doing a job fair. So I will be doing my membership. The DAV will be there, the local recruiters. We have local businesses who are interested in veterans and want to offer jobs. So we'll have 12 to 15 different businesses offering jobs and doing recruiting as well.
Man, it sounds like it's going to be an excellent opportunity for families and for veterans to come out, enjoy the camaraderie, and just really having a good time. Again, if you don't mind, Dwight, tell me the hours for those 3 days.
I will. That's going to be Saturday or Friday from 9 in the morning to 11 at night. Saturday as well, 9 in the morning to 11 at night. Then Sunday, noon to 9 o'clock. School night, work night.
Got to get out there a little bit sooner on those nights, right? Commander Culver is here with us once again. Commander, anything else that you would like to add here about either this event or what you guys would like to accomplish in the community?
Well, we've got a good post here in the community, and years ago, this post had over 1,800 members in it.
My goodness.
And they're one of the larger posts in the state now, but, we always need new members, the members of the lifeblood. And we're out there to support all the veterans. It doesn't matter if you're a Legion member or not. We have helped the veterans, and we advocate for the veterans all the time. We lobby with Congress to get veterans issues pushed through. We just managed to get the PACT Act pushed through with the support of a lot of our members across the country. The Senate had voted for it. They passed it to the House. The House voted for it, changed it, sent it back up. The Senate voted it down. Well, we got on the hook and sent out so many emails that we crashed their servers. They couldn't handle it. And within a day or so, lo and behold, it got reworded and passed. And that helps all of the modern-day veterans who are suffering from toxic exposure due to the burn pits where the government was burning their trash and caused toxic smoke to come out and giving people cancer.
Yeah.
So we're advocating for the veterans all the time. Whether you're a Legion member or not doesn't matter. You might remember a couple of years back, the government shut down and, the Coast Guard wasn't getting paid. Well, we had a temporary financial assistance grant that we gave all of the junior enlisted Coast Guard with children. The American Legion paid them while they were not getting paid by the government. We paid over 3,200 Coast Guard enlisted people their salaries.
Wow.
And, they later got their money, but they kept the money we gave them. So we do a lot of different things. We're helping the hurricane victims in Florida and in Puerto Rico. We've got a department in Puerto Rico, and that island is devastated. But our National Emergency Fund is helping a lot of the members down there. They can get up to $3,000 in help, and a post can get up to $10,000. So we raise money for all kinds of things all the time. And, we have hurricane victims in South Carolina that we're helping. And if a tornado comes through, we'll help those people, the ones that came up in Mayfield, Kentucky, and the floods that were also in eastern Kentucky. We help those people. So there's loads of different things that the American Legion is doing to help people, and loads of different scholarship awards we give and contests we have. We go into the schools and we teach the kids about flag etiquette and about 9/11 and being an American and what it means, So a lot of things that we do, a lot of programs. If you're a veteran or a family member of a veteran, a daughter or a granddaughter, or stepson, step-grandson, son, anything, come out to the post, see about joining us and being part of our family and taking part in something that's great. All right.
All right, Commander, we appreciate all those words there. Dwight, did you have something that you wanted to add there, sir?
Yeah, real quick. He wears a different cap than I do, so there's a lot different responsibilities at the local level. When I meet you, for example, Dwayne, if you was to say to me, why should I join the American Legion? Do you know anybody who has a GI college education? Brought to you by the American Legion. A VA home brought to you by the American Legion. The VA hospital brought to you by the American Legion. We are advocating from Vietnam, Agent Orange, all the way to Afghanistan, like he said, to the burn pits. We are the advocators trying to move these younger men forward.
I got you. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming in for all this information. Hopefully someone is either watching or listening this afternoon, and if maybe they are not part of what you guys are talking about, they can pass it off to someone that needs this conversation that we just had. Again, Post 81, the American Legion, is having their Fall Festival and Veterans Benefit this weekend, 3 big days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lots of family fun. Please come out and be a part of this, and just come and meet some of these folks, and just get involved if you possibly can. Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming out and sharing with us this afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay here on Mix 104.1 WCLE.